Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. An honest talk about the RV lifestyle, travel, costs, tips, and everything you need to know. Each week, we'll bring you the best and most helpful info, travel hacks, and answer your camping questions. Now, here's your host, Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
Welcome to the RV Hour. And this is Larry McNamara, CEO and host.
Hey.
And I'm sitting here with
Dwayne, Adams, co-host and producer. We're over here producing. We forget what time it is.
Well, he had forgotten. See, what had happened was he forgot to push the timer.
We got a timer. We got to keep
We don't really need that now that we're in our new format.
Yeah, it's more of a guideline.
Right. So this is episode 121.
Hey.
And I'll be a son of a gun. I'm so excited to be here. So guess what? We got a guest speaker.
Hey.
Can you put him in the camera right now?
Yep.
I don't even know what you're doing.
So yeah, it does it. So as soon as whoever is talking, that's who it cuts to.
It's Mr. Nick Venice,
Venice.
which is probably spelled like Venice.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, it is. Yeah.
Spelled like Venice.
Why wouldn't he say it's Nick Venice?
Yeah, right. So there's two names. There's Venice, Italy, which is Venezia, and there's Venice, which is Venice. Spelled the same, just different pronunciation.
Sure. That's Dwayne Adams, rather than Adams.
Right? Yeah.
We're the Adams family.
All right. So Nick joins us from, I don't know. I mean, there's so much turmoil and turnover going on or changing up there
Absolutely.
at all the manufacturers.
Yeah.
It's like a whirlwind.
A lot of stuff going on.
But apparently, every one of our Class C reps over the past few years have been promoted to a general manager of something. So,
Oh, wow, there you go.
Yes, and the last two reps for Florida were promoted to general manager. So a
Damn.
lot of pressure on my plate. I'm fine with where I'm at, to be honest. I don't want to. I'm good with being a rep.
All right.
So,
All right, we'll see you in a couple years.
Yeah.
you rep our Coachmen Class C
Correct.
gas and Class C diesel products,
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
except for the ones that Nick Turlip has, right?
Yep, that's the other.
So
That's
that's
Nick
very-
number two. Nick number two.
Yeah.
Age
Nick
before
the,
beauty.
Nick the Stick, they call him, because he kicked my butt when he was 12 years old shooting
Super Bowl. Yeah, man.
at his home pool table.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah, he's quite the player, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, yeah, that's his name, Nick the Stick. But he represents the Prism, which is on the Mercedes diesel chassis.
Correct.
You don't have any offerings from that, right?
Nope.
And he also represents the Cross Trail.
Oh, all right.
Trying to get in your business with.
Yep.
And,
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
And something else? What else does he got?
Well, now I think he's going to take over Concord.
Concord. Okay, they're
Coming
not
up
bad.
with his class, yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Well,
So that leaves me with Coachman, Leprechaun, Freelander, and that Super C Entourage.
Entourage,
4x4.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
which we do have one of those busting bugs.
Yeah, but
Uh,
is that the partial paint back there?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Might
definitely
be.
partial paint.
See, that he just turned it around. He just turned me around. Did you see that? I just know it was an entourage that went over the curb to its new owner, and I know we have several others that needs to be. But I think the early ones we got were blown away by the international chassis or whatever. What are they?
Oh, really?
Right?
Yeah, the
Am I right?
international. So yeah, you got a 340BH, which is the
Right.
bunkhouse model. That's always going to be on the
Gotcha.
international, and then you got the 330DS and that new floor plan 320LV,
Right.
which are generally on the Chevy 5500, but you can opt in for the international chassis.
Okay.
Well, during your training and your visits to me, you're going to have to educate me because I
I've been
really
training. I've been doing.
I don't know how to stock those new kind of products.
Well, you want to
especially
stock
the-
two of each, that's for sure.
I definitely don't. But hey, with that being said, maybe if they turn, I will.
Don't turn your sales guy on in here.
I will stack them high and let them fly, brother. Don't even worry about that.
That's right. If they're going, we're getting them.
So I'm sorry, folks, but that was like real internal kind of stuff. But if to recall or to remind everyone, the Class C it comes on a cutaway van chassis that we build the RV on
Yeah.
top of, and it has a cab over bunk.
Bam.
That's how you can tell how it's a Class C.
Cab over bunk. Yes.
So all the products he talked about offering are that.
That
Cutaway.
makes sense.
It's a Ford van chassis for most of the Class Cs.
Yep.
Which and in the old days, I guess you could get them in Chevy, but I don't know if you can anymore.
Yeah, we built a lot of Chevys last year. It's just availability. We can't
Yeah,
get
right.
Chevys this year. Go figure. So yeah, we're building on the Ford, E350
and the
E450.
450.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you get into the Super Cs, it's on a pickup truck chassis.
Oh, well.
Without the bed on it, and without a back wall.
Oh, well.
So it's just a cab,
Okay.
and it's an F or a Chevy
5500.
5500 Chevy,
Good. Yeah.
and the International is what,
CV 515.
550.
That's a big truck.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely. And then most other manufacturers are doing the Ford 550 600 series.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. All right.
And
Now-
then you go into the higher, and it's International or the
M2
or the Freightliner or
yeah,
whatever.
Freightliner. Absolutely.
I wanted to ask, are you guys getting into the boondocking type, the 4-wheel drive and
Oh, yeah.
bigger
Yeah.
wheels and all of
Both
that?
of our
stuff?
chassis are equipped with 4-wheel drive. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. There you go, man.
All right, so I'm going to bring up a sore subject with Class C's on the F Ford van chassis.
Here we go.
Yep.
Drum roll.
Here we go.
Brrr.
What am I going to say? What do you think? It's the leg room on the passenger side, because they made the engine cover cowling
Oh, on
Bigger.
your side. Yeah, yeah.
bigger, wider,
Okay.
Yes.
and cheated to the passenger side.
Now everybody has to scrunch
They're
over.
kind of tight, but no, you can put your foot on the
That lip.
wheel well or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you kind of
but
set
but
there,
it's,
but
it's not ideal, I don't think. So
Yeah.
how
And that's the Chevys that they're great about that, right? They got six more inches of leg room in that front cab. But yeah, I mean that's a Ford issue, but it's always been like that, right? I mean since
that's
I've been
interesting. Yeah, man.
working for the last 3 years, but I don't think they're doing any much, changes on that chassis with the leg room,
Oh.
unfortunately.
right?
6 inches.
Well, all I can say is
Big
if
difference.
if it's a worry to your significant other, whoever is riding on the passenger side, if they don't need to ride there, which most of the time they don't, there are seat belts in every seat.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we got dual recliners, seat massage. You can watch TV and
See what I'm saying?
There you go. I try to keep mine in.
I like
one up through
sitting
the
at the
drive.
dinette booth and playing board games and
Yeah,
cards
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
When I'm on the way, because it's not just the destination, is it?
It's the journey.
There you go. There you go. And when I was a kid, I'm talking, and I got a special gas.
No, boy, it's all right. It's the
When I was a little kid, I remember my father, his entry into the RV industry was he bought 3 motorhomes.
Mhm.
2 of them were Class C's, and one of them was a Class A. The motorhomes were Rockwoods, and the Class A was a Winnebago Brave.
Ooh, all right.
The old school ones. Now this is back in the 70s.
Winnebago.
way before my
Right.
time.
So I remember going camping in the Rockwood, and we kids, me and my 2 other brothers, would ride in the overhead bunk.
Yeah.
No seat belts, a window right across the front that,
Heck
as
yeah.
a rule were leakers, but we looked through that and just had a ball,
Yeah.
heaven forbid we get in a wreck, we would have been instantly killed.
Oh
Yeah, but still, the fun you had,
The closest RV.
It's back when you could ride in the back of a pickup truck, or you could ride in the back of the station wagon.
Exactly.
No seat belts ever.
Yeah, man.
And we had 9 kids in my family, so we were packed in like sardines in that station wagon.
Right.
That was the closest thing to an RV we ever got.
So before this new job, this new opportunity,
yeah.
what were you doing?
So I was in the horse racing industry in Chicago.
Yeah.
So graduated from IU. My brother-in-law owned horses, and I got into working with the racetracks there. And I just remember my dad calling me. He says, "If you wanted to become a bookie, I could have hooked you up, right?" But I did that in Chicago, and then went to Indianapolis and did the casinos for the last 10 years. So I was in the gaming industry for about 15 years, and I'm doing what I did there.
Okay, horse racing, casinos.
Yeah.
I don't believe I'm ever going to get a true fact out of this young man.
I'm a schmoozer. I'm a schmoozer.
He's probably like, "Woo,
God,
Look over here.
look over here.
I see that coming." But hey, that's all right, because I do have my Friday night poker
That's right.
that I've been playing for years and years that I used to comment on.
How you doing, actually?
I am just killing them.
Killing them?
Are you
Yeah.
still playing
Oh, yeah.
Friday night poker? Huh?
Friday night poker.
As he's a
and
pro.
and
over here.
I play with the retired Daytona cops,
Yeah, man.
sheriff, Daytona Beach
Stuff.
police, and
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah.
That's awesome. That's great.
Saying.
Yeah, man. Pretty good, too.
very often.
Kicking butt every time.
Hearing all those stories and all, we have a great time. It's not any big, it's a little low limit. But
Yeah,
we have
man.
fun. We have fun.
So, Nick, have you done camping as a kid? Was your family into
No,
camping?
I
Did you
like
get into. So is this just an industry you got into?
really kind of new.
There you go.
Yeah, I never did any sort of like crazy camping. I went Indiana Beach up in Indiana, but that's the extent of my camping. But yeah, really knew nothing about the RV industry. It's kind of a bubble, right? So I lived an hour away, grew up, never heard about it until I got into the casino that we opened up in South Bend, and I noticed a lot of my players were in that industry, and we got to talking, and they thought it'd be a great fit to sell RVs, and here I am, 3 years later.
Now, you didn't know
Worked out great.
any debts or anything you're trying to pay off.
Yeah.
Well, this is public domain, so
Yeah, don't let anybody know. They might find you. Heads up.
if anybody's looking for you, here he is. Giant Recreation World. We have 3 locations in Central Florida, one in Palm Bay, one in Ormond Beach, and here in Winter Garden.
Yes, sir. It made me think, is that where Venice and Venice changed?
No, that's just a coincidence, unfortunately. But
They call me Nick Venice now. They call me Nick Venice, so they
Exactly.
can find me.
So I hope you can plug in, like the theme to, to like Godfather.
Oh, yeah.
Before we introduce him.
you got to kiss the ring.
Yeah,
first.
right. Yeah.
Hello, thank you.
All right. Well, so far, this is a pleasure. So I'm going to pressure you and ask you about the 2026 Class C products, of which we have not received one quite yet.
And you will be receiving. I think you got 2. I think one just landed a few days ago
Wow.
on Palm Bay. It's a 319 MB, and you got a full body paint coming.
Very excited.
I believe next month, the 2026. So yeah, we changed the model year about a month and a half ago. The content's still basically the same. Decor still the same. We're going to change that stuff probably later, in September, towards open house. Not much going on with the Leprechaun. We love what we're doing with that product line, but there are going to be some big changes on that Freelander.
Oh, that's
Absolutely.
fantastic.
I'll send you some pictures. I think you're going to love it.
Yeah. From the dealer point of view, that's been frustrating to know what to stock and how to stock it.
Yes.
Initially, I used to stock the Leprechauns very much loaded,
Yeah.
including paint.
Yeah.
And the Freelanders I would stock more cut to the to the quick. However, always the Florida options. So
Dual ACs.
dual
right?
ACs
Yeah.
if it's available. If not, the biggest AC.
Yep.
If they have and the bigger ones probably jacks. But
Yeah. 100%.
again, and then a lot of our competitors just order the basic one, or they order one of them and use that as their loss leader. And customers call us trying to get us to compete with that. And it's like an act of Congress to let you explain. Well, this one has like $15,000 worth of options. That one don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess before I got in, that was the thing, right? Leprechaun was the top tier, and then you got the Freelander, the bottom. But that's kind of changed when I stepped in 22. There's options that weren't available on the Freelander, especially full body paint.
Right.
But that's all changed. Now they're kind of a sister brand. So I guess, my take would be for a dealer is if you carry both brands, maybe that's what we should go. I mean, you got all those options that are available both. Let's just keep maybe the Leprechaun with, fully loaded, full body paint, and then, keep the Florida options on the Freelander.
Well, we'll certainly get together and
Absolutely.
and devise a plot.
Yeah, man.
Overcome that competition.
That's right.
Got to beat that competition.
Get 'em.
Absolutely.
I mean, generally speaking.
Yeah, well, that being said, they don't got anybody but us has that warranty forever.
Yeah.
Of the we can't.
I've never seen that. Never heard of it. I represent the Central, the Midwest, and that's the first I've heard of that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool that when you guys answer the phone call,
we have
they
to say
always say
that,
that.
so because customers think it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
There's no gimmick. They've paid
awesome.
almost $2 million in claims to our customers.
Wow.
They cost our customers $0 out of their pocket, no deductible, no hassle.
That's amazing.
They don't have to bring it to us to have anything done. It's nationwide.
That's huge.
The thing they require is an annual maintenance that's part of their owner's manual anyway.
Yeah.
That we have to do, or any certified RV repair center.
Yep.
So if you're doing it, if you have it like you live in a campground and you can't bring it into a dealer, it'll even do
Like a mobile.
they can pay a mobile guy to come and do it if
Yeah.
he's certified, or FRV or RVDA certified.
Certified. Yep, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
comforting to know.
So
That being said, customers say, "Can I do that myself?" No. Well, are you RVDA certified? No. Well, then no, you can't.
Wow.
So you have to have credentials and you have to sign off on the little coupon that they send in to prove it. And we do not send that either. But why? You don't want too many, Indians or chiefs,
Yeah.
because that's where problems lie. And
Oh, yeah.
people know
Man.
right away. We don't send that in for you. You have to do it. If you don't, your warranty forever will be canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Big deal. Yeah, it really helps them out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a fun fact
What's that?
coming in.
Hmm.
50 years
Yeah.
consecutively working with Coachmen RV.
I don't want you to because Dwayne has yet to report that. He's waiting for
Can't say it yet. Don't say it. It's hush, hush.
I'm
Hush,
waiting for some like
Yeah,
credentials
there's
to
some
go with
stuff coming.
it.
Because
That's sure. Yeah, for
I
sure.
know we'll have a whole campaign about it, but you are
That's awesome.
absolutely right. We are officially the oldest continual Coachmen dealer in the country.
that's fact. Yeah, man.
We sold Coachmen ever since we were around.
Yeah.
1976.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So it's next year. It's
Yeah.
50. Bam, bam, bam.
Yep.
Fireworks. It's gonna be a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yep. And it's been a heck of a ride.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Initially, we
Cool.
were exclusive Coachmen,
Yeah.
by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
And those signs in the building right there, the Coachmen dogs,
hell yeah.
and that's been there for quite some time.
They're old.
Yeah.
They're
I was happy when I saw that. To be honest.
aged. They're
I don't have-
aged.
I don't have a dealer that has that kind of signage for Coachmen.
Yeah, man. I doubt they really even do it as much anymore.
No, I don't
right?
think so.
Yeah, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
No.
We even have on our old desk, we would have the dog. We've got a couple of the ceramic dogs.
Petey?
Yeah, Petey, yeah. It's pretty neat. It's good stuff. Oh, man.
Yep. We also have our VIP camping club,
Mhm.
which I don't know
That's
if
the
you know
biggest.
anything about that
No.
either. But
Whoa.
we stole the idea from Coachmen, the Coachmen Caravan.
Yeah.
So that would brand people to the Coachmen brand. So if you were a member of the Coachmen Caravan, Coachmen would host, 4 campouts or whatever a year,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever,
They did.
and they were nationwide.
Mhm.
But so we said, that doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
Giant Recreation World. So how do we get customers to brand it to us? So we host 2 campouts a month, 4 specialty trips a year, 2 big rallies, and sometimes we throw in a third
Yeah.
weekend camp out. But
That's a busy schedule.
we
That
post
is.
them all. We arrange everything. We actually go camping with the customers
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that they have fun. Gives them a good excuse to use the rig they bought from us,
Yeah.
That's the big.
and keep them involved and,
Yeah.
and keep them trading because, But that's the biggest regret my dad had way back in the day was getting somebody sold on the lifestyle, get them an RV, their first one,
Mhm.
and he'd get a call in 2-3 months saying, "Hey, we're not using it. Can you buy it back?"
Yeah, take it back
And
from
and of course, by all means, we would. We're going to get a deal because we're going to buy it so we can sell it again.
Yep.
But he thought, man, if I could just get these people camping with campers,
Yeah.
I could get. And yes, so our customer retention is so huge, especially for the
Because
the
of that.
core VIP
Oh, yeah.
camping club members, of which we have like 5,000.
Yep.
Wow.
But every camp out every weekend has about 50 rigs. Now this time of year in the summer it's easy, we can increase that size, but during the winter it's hard
Yeah.
Yeah.
because campouts get sold out. So we
They go pretty
we
quick.
make our arrangements 2 years in advance.
Yep.
But
And it's really the campers meeting other campers. Like when
Yeah.
you're a new guy and you meet a vet that's doing it for a while, you're like,
Absolutely.
man, there's so many tips and tricks. This is incredible. And it's so inviting, very
Yeah.
family-esque, all of that. It's nice.
No, that's nice.
You come to one of our campouts, boy, you're probably in for life, man. Because
I love going to them because I ride around on a golf cart and I see one of our little flags that say VIP member, and I pull right up. Next thing you know, I'm getting some lunch or I'm getting some
Yeah.
drinking, some brown liquor, whatever. It's a
Man,
fun time.
it
It's a
is.
fun time.
It is. It's a good time.
That's basically our whole culture. So and it has been ever since my father started us way back then.
Heck yeah. Started out with 3 rentals, boy.
That's right.
It's cool. That's neat. Yeah, man.
That's right. And that wasn't part of Recreation World.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it was the Coachmen dealer development So Coachmen Industries
Oh, and they did that. That's when it got him.
hired him to run this location in Winter Garden.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's not the same building because it burned out. But they hired him, and for about a year, he worked for Coachmen.
Oh, wow.
And then he bought it from them and hasn't looked back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty
so,
cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know you're a little itchy.
I more want to stop it so I don't interrupt your story because I
Don't worry.
going
about it.
on
Just
that.
keep it going.
All right,
And
all
just everybody know we're coming up on a break.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back. And hey, join me in welcoming my man, Nick.
I appreciate it.
Nick,
First
the,
visit.
Slick Nick is what I'm going to have to call it. All right? All right, we'll be right back.
At Giant Recreation World, you can buy them, rent them, trade them, or get them serviced or repaired. Check out the RV lifestyle with freedom to travel when and where you want to go. What are you waiting for? April is time to take advantage of new inventory, new sale prices, and huge markdowns. All units made in America for America. Plus, at Giant Recreation World, you get a warranty forever. Visit a location near you in Winter Garden, Palm Bay, or Ormond Beach, or check them out online anytime at giantrecreationworld.com.
Welcome back. This is the RV Hour. If you didn't know, obviously you know because this is a podcast. So you're not just turning in to the second segment.
No,
They're here on purpose.
yeah,
So,
probably here.
I believe you were waiting patiently for us while we went through some technical difficulties.
We were.
So what a treat that was. Guess what we had? We had Slick Nick, our new Coachmen Class C gas rep and
Yeah.
diesel entourage rep.
Venice.
Seriously.
Yeah. So that was quite exciting, and
He had all the new stuff too. That was,
he knows stuff.
yeah, he knows stuff.
So even though he's a gambler,
Yeah, he's the new guy.
but I that's his new name, Slick Nick.
Slick Nick.
The gambler.
And the other Nick we have is Nick the Stick,
Lick the stick.
who fancies himself a very good pool player.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fancy pool.
All right, so we're sitting here with my man Brando.
Hey.
Hello.
Are you going to be a little more boisterous this week?
Very
Is it-
boisterous.
Oh,
Yeah.
already
Very
sound great. Nick.
That sounds
Thank
fan.
you,
You have
thank
a
you.
great voice for
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So how you doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Did you ever get those stronger glasses? Because I
No.
don't think you did.
No, probably just gonna struggle through this afternoon.
What's that say there? I'm like, man.
We go to the hot list. It could be a TV. It could be a couch. We don't know. We don't.
Either way, come and get it.
That's right. It's all on.
Is that a slide room? No, that's the awning. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's right.
All right. So,
Oh, shit.
folks, Giant Recreation World and the RV Hour, we talk about
Hey.
RV related stuff.
Yes, sir.
And I have a dirty truth to tell y'all.
What do you got? Whoa.
I want to talk about, the holding tanks and sewer tips.
That's
and
right.
Tricks to help you get through that stanky business
Oh.
without getting any on you.
Don't get it on you.
Don't get it on you.
Don't get it on you.
So, if anybody saw the movie RV,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
He got it on him.
or Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's a good one.
Didn't follow Larry's tricks on that. That's
Probably didn't. And
no, to
that-
see the segment.
that is highly illegal.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to dump your holding tanks into the city sewers.
Right into the city sewer.
Very not
Not good.
hygienic.
Not fans of that.
Nope.
So, so what we got going on is you got to know your tanks.
Know your tanks.
So the black tank, that's toilet water waste only.
Okay.
So basically, when you flush your toilet after doing all your business, it goes into the black
That's
tank.
black tank. All right.
Yeah, the gray tank, now that's water that comes from your sinks and your showers.
Oh, all right. All right.
All sinks and all showers. Some motorhomes have more than one tank for each type because the 2-bedroom models now or 2-bathroom models.
Oh, you got to have more
bath and a
tanks.
halves,
Makes sense. Okay.
So yeah, and those require a special setup
there you go.
for your hoses. We go into a Y into them, then one into the
That's what I was going to ask you. You got two hoses coming out the side, or it
Absolutely.
meets in the middle, Y's
the
out?
Y.
Okay. Y adapter. I like
But
it.
again, I it's probably in your content, which I never read. So if I'm taking somebody's part, I truly don't care.
Wait a second. That's part 6. No.
And then you have your freshwater tank
fresh water.
or potable
Mhm.
water,
There it
which
is.
that's for your clean water used for drinking and for showering and everything. If you're boondocking, basically, if you
Yeah.
don't have a hookup to a city water.
Oh, that's where you wash your hands,
Yeah,
wash
it
your dishes.
uses a water pump to pump the water out of that tank into your system.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah. So,
Oh, don't forget to remember.
right. Well,
Says remember, don't mix up your hoses.
many of the newer vehicles, I mean, in the old days, you used a freshwater drinking hose. So, as a rule in RV industry, they're white. They are not toxic. They don't give you that old rubber taste
Yeah,
that
the
you used
BPA.
Garden
when
hose.
we were real kids, drinking out of the garden hose.
That's right.
And they tasted nasty. Probably wasn't good for us at all, but we're still here.
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, that white hose you used to actually stick in and it would gravity fill that tank.
Oh,
It had-
okay.
so you had a little filler, it almost looked like a long tube on the end of the hose that was more rigid that you stick down in that
Down
hole,
in there.
and you
Gotcha.
could fill that tank that way.
Oh,
Now it's actually a switch that when you hook up to your water hose, your city water, you flip it and it fills the tank instead of powering water to your system.
gotcha.
And when it
gotcha.
gets full, there's usually two drain hoses on the top of the tank that'll start spraying water on the ground. That tells you it's full.
Oh, all
Now,
right.
in the early days of that,
That's a good tip.
yeah, well, this is knowledge. I'm giving
That's
you all
good.
some knowledge.
Welcome to the RV Hour.
In the old days, they only had one drain line that came out of the top of the tank. And the problem is, if customers didn't have like a water pressure regulator, which I tell everybody they need to have one,
Oh, yeah.
150 pounds of pressure would be going in that tank. And with only one drain, it wouldn't keep up, and that tank would balloon. And I've seen it pop the whole floor
Holy moly. geez.
and just bust a lot of stuff. It's basically like putting an airbag
Yeah, down underneath your
in between
floorboard.
your floorboard and wherever,
Yeah, man, dang.
and it does severe damage. So now they have two, but it's still, you have to be cognizant and don't let it sit there.
That's what I was going to ask you. Does it now come with a safety valve? Like you were saying, those sprayers. Could it still balloon and explode if you're not keeping it?
If you have too much water pressure,
Yeah.
even two drain lines at the top of the tank won't catch up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but
that's
the
Why
minute
you got to
it
use
starts-
the pressure regulator.
the minute it starts squirting, you're done.
Yeah.
So shut it off, switch it back to city water, and then it quits filling the tank and goes back
Back into your system there.
and powers your city water.
Yeah.
Just saying, that's all good, right?
Oh, that's
It's
a good
all
one.
good.
No, and when we do rentals, that's one of the things Tommy in rentals always brings up is like you have to bring your water regulator with you. Make sure you attach this because every park has a different pressure gauge. And yeah, it's very interesting. Even on the top of that, the last rally we went to, they have the power surge protector gauge.
Yeah,
or the
right.
same for when you're connecting into because they don't all have surge protectors. And that's even a big,
That is a big thing.
those little things, man. You buy a $200,000 unit and blow out the whole system in one camp out. You
Well,
know? Incredible.
all of Tommy's rentals has water pressure regulators and on the hose. And
On the
everything.
hose.
We don't
There you
make
go.
people buy new hoses. And the same thing with the dump hoses. We leave them in there too.
In there, yeah.
Although they're fully cleaned and disinfected.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Oh, yeah.
Again, we want to make it a pleasure when you rent an RV from Giant Recreation World. Just
Yeah,
saying.
man. You ain't kidding.
Never know
Make it
what you're gonna
easy.
get. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I'm stealing the show here.
No, we got it.
You know what?
Plenty of show.
your show.
Who's on number? Are you gonna do number 2?
I got number 2.
All right.
Big drink.
Number 2, doing dirty talk.
Oh.
Number 2. Dumping order matters. Always dump the black tank first. That's a huge one. Then the gray to help rinse the hose, okay? So when you finish with a quick freshwater rinse, that's what really cleans everything up. Now, we've talked that many of time, too, because when you empty the black tank, sometimes a little residual sits on the outer walls there. Then you release, because you had mentioned one time to fill up the gray as much as possible to get the
Absolutely.
pressure when you pop that thing.
Darn right.
It's the good flush out. Yeah, it's a big one, man.
Flushes out your sewer hose.
Yeah.
So when you do unhook it from the coach, you don't get none on it.
You don't get nothing.
My eyes. And I also, what about rubber gloves? Always have
Always
gloves.
have your whole
Or food prep gloves. Those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever, any kind.
anything.
Keep a little kit next to you. Yeah.
I like the food prep because when you get done, you can get rid of those. Because when you start hanging on to them, it's like, there's a little on that one from the last time.
Well, next thing you know, your nose is itching. Next thing you know, you got fecal matter on your face.
Don't have itchy nose on the black drink. That was a bad combination.
Scratch your nose before you dump your tank.
Right. I've also said many of the coaches that we sell at Giant Recreation World,
Yeah.
RVs,
Yeah.
even the cheapest travel trailers have a holding tank flush system built into them.
Oh, really?
So-
With the sprayer we've
It,
talked.
it basically sprays the inside of the tank violently and cleans off the inside.
The whole inside.
that residual you're talking about. So my recommendation is you dump first you fill as much of your toilet as you can.
Okay.
So and if that and in RVs you either flip a switch or you step on a flapper or whatever and it opens it and just pours water in it.
Oh,
And the
okay.
minute you start seeing it start to back up, you stop. So that tells you your tank is full, or you have somebody manning the holding tank monitor, and it tell you
Keep an eye
as
on
it's
that.
getting full.
Mhm.
But do that because you want as much liquid as you can to force the solids out.
Yeah, man.
Also, you need to use probably the proper. It's probably on here, but proper enzyme or deodorants that also break down everything in the tank.
Yeah, man.
Also use RV toilet paper. So that's toilet paper that breaks down and doesn't lump up.
Which, not that we're skipping, but I want to tell you, the next one goes into toilet paper.
There you go.
One of the tips I thought, which I'm going to steal this from your brain.
Don't steal it. Give it back.
Go. Say it and then
If
say.
it doesn't dissolve in a jar of water in 10 seconds,
In 10 seconds.
doesn't belong in the tank.
There you go.
10
How
seconds.
incredible is that?
That's pretty crazy.
Nobody ever knew.
Yeah, I tested some last week. It was 11.5. I said, no, don't even go.
That must have been from Timu.
Well, it was Charmin Ultra Plush. I'm an Ultra Plush guy, so I actually went and ordered the Timu paper. 4 seconds, believe it or not. 40 seconds.
Oh,
Timu
that
paper.
was good, yeah.
Timu paper.
Doesn't hold anything else.
Well,
I'm sorry, but I'm overflowing,
that's right. Oh,
and I'm
now we're making toilet jokes. Toilet jokes.
Overflowing with.
Budumps.
Hey, too. So I wanted to also surprise you guys here. We have a caller that is very excited to talk with Larry here.
when is that happening?
He's on the line now on hold. That's why I wanted to let you know. So if you want to introduce him in here, we'll get that going.
I like this.
That's this is so far out of the ordinary. I don't know what to do. But guess who we got coming?
What you got?
Captain Pat.
Hey,
He's been holding, and thank you for telling me he's on the line.
He's on the hold. Yes,
He is
sir.
our boondocking king himself.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Hey, Captain Pat, are you out there in the wild?
Yeah, doggy. Larry, I'm coming at you live from somewhere between a cow pasture and what might be a government listening station. I ain't sure. Let me tell you all about something. I just spent 4 nights boondocking behind a fireworks stand in Alabama, and I gotta say, it was heaven and earth. If heaven had raccoons with attitudes and a wind turbine made from a ceiling fan and a bicycle tire.
Hey, wait. Captain, did you just say a wind turbine? A wind turbine?
You bet your slide out I did. I rigged the bad boy up on a ladder rack, charged my deep cycle battery, and kept my beard trim and buzzing. I call it the breeze of freedom. Ha, ha, ha. But let me tell you what went sideways. I'm out minding my own business. Solar panels laid out like tennis lines for robots, and then bam! Raccoons, 3 of them, big ones, smart. I think one had a wrench.
Oh my God.
They tried to unscrew my charge controller. Larry, I had to chase them off the fly swatter, and They tried to unscrew my charge controller, Larry. I had chased them off with a fly swatter and a can of baked beans.
Sounds like them raccoons was probably unionized. Keep safe out there, Captain Pat.
Would you surprise me on one bit? Anyway, after that, I installed a squirrel-powered water heater. Caught 2 of them with the peanut butter trap, built a little treadmill. Now I got lukewarm showers every morning. Nature spa, baby.
Captain Pat, you ever think about just pulling into a campground,
Campground? Buddy, I ain't been one since '08. I shower in the rain, I cook roadkill stew, and I dry my socks over a lantern. I ain't paying $40 tonight to hear someone else's generator hum like a confused chainsaw.
Well, folks, there you have it. Another Captain Pat adventure. Stay safe out there, Captain, and try not to burn down the forest.
No promises,
All
Larry.
right.
boondart hard or stay home.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah!
That's unbelievable. Make sure you give us a call anytime you want to, Captain Pat.
Thanks, Captain Pat. We love you.
Man.
Yeah.
That's Captain Pat from
Wow.
Alaska.
No doubt.
Quite the
Sounded
story.
to me like he was from southern Alabama.
Yeah, a
Right.
little bit.
Wasn't that,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Little mix up.
Yeah.
He's got a little Tennessee in him, little Georgia,
I don't
little
know.
Alabama.
Been everywhere. Boondocking, clearly.
Boondock.
He sounded like somebody I know very well. So maybe that's an alias.
I think so.
Could be.
Hey, do you want to take the RV toilet paper safe? Because I stole everybody's thunder.
No, you're fine. I mean, I'm
no.
not sure what
You
else
know,
I can add.
Right
but-
now we're
You're on
talking
board.
about shitters full, folks.
Okay.
Shitters full.
If it's full, clear it out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about adding holding tank treatments regularly.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to break down solids and help control those odors. You're going to want to choose enzyme-based or chemical, depending on your preference.
Ooh.
But one tip we have for you is make sure you add treatment after every black tank dump and a few gallons of water. That way you have a little bit of sitting water in there. You know what I mean? What do you think about that, Larry?
Well, I actually got a pro tip for that.
Love that.
You know, whenever any of us ever go camping
Mhm.
in the campgrounds, because we don't want to
Yep.
deal with what Captain Pat was
Pat's
dealing
doing
with.
it.
Right.
Boon.
That's
I'm
right.
saying?
Don't be
But
next to Captain Pat.
We always have a big cooler that we have, with the libations or the
Mhm,
cokes and the
mhm.
waters and all on
Mhm.
ice. That's, all of us. First thing you do when you get to the campground, just little general store, is you buy a couple of 5 bags of ice.
Yes, sir.
And you put all your drinks in there because you don't want to fill your fridges up
No.
with the drinks. You use those coolers.
That's right.
When you're ready to break camp and dump those tanks, after you dump them, you close it up, you squish it out and use a tank cleaner, whatever you got.
Mhm.
Then you pour your deodorant down in there or your treatment that you talked about.
Mhm.
Then you pour that residual ice out of that cooler,
cooler, yeah.
inside right down the toilet.
Mhm.
And that ice will actually, as you're driving down the road,
Scrape it.
it scrapes
Aggregate.
around and also sloshes around and
Mhm.
Pretty
it makes
neat.
a
I like
perfect
that.
base for that treatment you just did.
I like that.
It's pretty good.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, I like
That's
that
a
one.
good
Too.
tip.
Yeah, man.
And it's something everybody does. You know what I mean? Everybody's got the cooler. Everybody's got
Got
ice.
the
got
ice.
drinks.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, and you got it.
That's a good tip.
And instead of like most people do, pour it out in front of the campsite or whatever.
Mhm.
Pour it right down that toilet.
Yeah, put it
Yep.
in the toilet.
Yep.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yep.
Sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're next.
All right, hang on. So we got flush your tanks, do not jump. Black tank flush system, clean interior walls. We use a tank rinser. That's what we talked about. The wand, do not flush connection. I'm going to take this next one also. The odor control secrets. So you want to keep your vents clear and don't leave your tanks dry. Bacteria builds faster. So you want to use as a tip citrus or pine scent additives for odor masking. Yeah, man.
That's good because
What's up?
I learned that. I didn't know that.
We have some videos also. If you guys want to check out some videos on some tips,
Well, let's
throw
what,
some comments
what
there.
you should not do. Is this
Yeah,
what these
yeah.
videos are going to
That's
show us?
pretty
'Cause-
much it.
Okay, folks, make sure that you don't, if you have a weak stomach, if we're talking about the dump stations and what not to do, and we probably should just be prepared,
Yep.
right?
So
All right.
this is no hose at the dump station.
Okay.
What kind of hose?
So that's what it is. I guess somebody pulled up without a hose
Yeah.
and dumped. Yep. And that was it. That was the whole video. How was that?
I
Everybody
always
with that?
pull up with
I didn't even have an opportunity to talk, but
So I guess that's it. It's this guy sitting here, and he has no hose.
he has no hose,
That's
and
no-
he left a
Yeah, I guess
stinky mess.
left a trail.
That's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
That's exciting. All right,
Stinky
next
trail.
up, we got the holding tank sewer bugs. So this is from our friend out at Healthy Tank.
Ew!
Yikes.
Yeah, so that was a thing with the additives.
Ooh.
They were saying if you use an incorrect additive within the black tank, this is what happens. Gnats. So the
Gross.
black things flowing through, those are the larvae and the bugs themselves.
Oof.
Oof, it's just rough. That's just rough to watch.
Yeah. I feel sick.
Yummy, yum.
Put that in a cocoa drink and give it to your best enemy.
That's a tough.
Still doing lunch after this?
I'm glad I ate a lot earlier. I told you folks, nasty.
All right, so the great dump station debate.
Yeah.
When you use a
Oh, wow.
that was fun. So it says when you
always
use
say.
your dump tank without gloves, it looks like this. This is without gloves, but this is what everybody's really seeing.
Wow.
That's
Mm.
just getting on you.
Go to jail.
That's
You're not
just
bad.
nasty.
That's gross. That's
We did talk about gloves though.
we did.
Very impressive.
All right, here we go. Next up, we've got the cool guy walk. So this is when you're taking your portable station, saying hello to everybody on your way in. King of the dump station.
I like that.
Yeah, that's some gangster.
Those portable holding tanks
Uh-huh.
are actually made. You dump your RV tank into that, especially if you're boondocking,
Mm-hmm.
or you have to go, or the dump station is not on your site. You have to go to a
Oh.
centralized one,
That's what
and you just can pull that right along with you, and dump. It's really common at like the racetrack when they have those events
Mm-hmm.
in the infield, because those campsites do not have any dump station except for a centralized one that everybody pulls their little portable.
Now, how do you get it from the portable?
So hang on. Let me stop here for a second. For all the regulations we have that
Yeah.
watches everything, we
Yeah.
just run around with raw sewage like it's no big deal. Throw it in that jug, take it down the road, just wheel it down. It's pretty
Makes sense.
incredible.
It is.
Because that you dump it into because I had the same thing when I'm doing the research here. You dump into the portable tank. Hopefully it's the same size as what's being dumped.
That's how it
Well, there's
works.
got to be some overflow.
But if your 17-year-old wants to buy Elmer's glue, they're like, no, don't even think about this. Or aspirin.
She says deodorant.
That's right.
Locked up.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. You gotta.
Oh,
you want to travel with small sewage?
What is he for? Come on. Bring it back.
Yeah, but that's a good point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wild.
that the use of those tanks is for exactly that.
Mm.
And I've been half boondocking where like temporary campgrounds opened up,
Right.
and there's no
Full
facilities,
hookups yet, yeah.
and instead of having to break camp, put everything in, everything,
Get
move
over
your
to the
camper
dump station.
to dump it, you just dump your holding tank into that portable holding tank, just like it was the dump station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you pull it over to the dump station, and you use your sewer hose again, and you dump it from that tank into the.
Do you have to like lift the
So hang on. So this last video, this is something I want you guys to see. Let's see this. This is the gentleman who wasn't really taught how to do it properly. Oh, we missed it. I apologize. We didn't get the videos.
Vidya?
I don't think it loaded in. So this is another one from Healthy Tanks. If you need any help with your tanks.
Yeah, that is nasty.
So that's just black larvae and white
Nasty.
bugs and grossness. All right.
You
So
had another one below that, didn't you? Was that the one you were trying to show us?
there it is. That is it.
Way to go.
Come on,
Come on.
come on, buddy. You got to see.
That's why we bring in an extra
That's
production
right.
in.
I'm here
Okay,
for it.
here we go. So this is somebody who was not taught how to use the portable filler here.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. Just dumping it. Just
Put that wherever you want.
yeah. And when he first lifts it, he pours it and then walks through it. That's just
Oof.
that's a tough go there.
Well, I think that's edited for TV because.
Yeah, that is just rough.
Mhm.
So look, you get the first initial spill. Whoa.
Yeah.
And we'll walk in that.
Watch where you're putting that.
Don't worry, it's just my pee-pee.
Honey, shall we say something?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like he doesn't know what he's doing right now. Oh, he's all right. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. He'll be all right.
I question the person making or videoing it.
Yeah.
That's
not why,
man.
sir.
He never wants to listen.
Go help the man. All right, sorry.
All right, close this out, Larry.
That was a fun segment.
That was
Very fun. I like
And,
that.
don't worry, there'll be more. We'll be right back after this short message.
Giant Specialty Vehicles is Winter Garden's #1 golf cart dealership. Choose from multiple brands to match your budget, including advanced EV golf carts starting at just $79.99. Or check out the Magix or Atlas. Escape the heat in their air-conditioned showroom and try before you buy. And rent a golf cart for your next adventure. Need repairs? If you're local, it's only $20 to have your cart picked up and brought in for service. Or if you're a do-it-yourselfer, explore their parts and accessories store. Giant Specialty Vehicles. Find out more at giantspecialtyvehicles.com.
Hey, welcome back to the RV Hour. So we were talking about the pooper tanks
Poop tank.
earlier, and we could have spent a whole day on that.
Talking
You know
dirt.
why? Everybody knows that it's a shitty job. Somebody got to do it. I don't know if this, being this is no longer a radio show, I am not
No, you're not.
holding
Not
anymore.
You don't have to hold. It's all over 18. 18 and over.
18 and over. Yeah.
That's right.
And if you're not, sorry.
Yeah. The kids can watch. It's just not entertaining.
But there you go. So I have the famous, the unbelievable 6 different units that I want to highlight.
Heck yeah.
That I've been tinkering with.
Heck yes.
So I focused on the few remaining 2024s that we have left in stock. Now our annual write down has come and gone.
Bum bum.
So with that being said, I just really need the room to make the room, and I think in total our company has about 25 total at all locations. That's not many.
Not many at all.
But with that being said, I still want them. I want that to be 0,
Yep.
and I want that to be 0 very quickly.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm getting ready to order a slew of 2026s.
Hot stuff.
So those are going to go where these go. Boom, boom, in and out, one in. So there you go. Now you understand my dilemma.
Heck yay.
And the reason for what I'm about to talk about here. So I got a 2024 Forest River Cedar Creek. It's a model 377 BH.
Bunkhouse?
Are you sure? Did you study the floor plan, mister?
No. Hang on.
But I think you're correct, yes.
Well, it's a bunkhouse.
It is a bunkhouse. Now, this is a full-blown Cedar Creek. Beautiful coach. It is titled as a 2024, but we have not had it all that long. It sleeps 8 people. It's 42 feet long. It can hold almost 3,500 pounds in the compartments and inside. It weighs almost 13,000 pounds dry, so that you need a real man truck to pull it.
Yeah,
and that tells you it's a quality coach. You know what else does? When you look on it from the outside, the whole roof line is solidly straight.
Yeah.
It doesn't go up and then down. Mm-hmm. It's a straight roof, and that means it's got major headroom throughout from the front to the rear.
Yeah, man.
And it's flipping awesome. So, walking you through the floor plan, the entry door is in the center, basically, of the coach.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk in, and what do you see? You see a nice closet. You see a wardrobe. To your right, you have stairs that goes up to the bedroom, but a side aisle bath with a huge shower and a beautiful medicine cabinet and a separate toilet. It's a very roomy, luxurious setup right there. And then in the front, you got the king bed that's in a slide, and you got the front wardrobe. It's the whole front of it's a big closet with a place for your stackable washer and dryer if you so choose to have one.
Yeah, man.
It also has a built-in dresser with several drawers. I think there's like 6 or 8 drawers built into that, and it's also got a TV above it, so you can watch whatever you want to watch while you're in bed.
Nice living area there. Little hangout spot.
Now, if you go in that entry door that's in the middle and turn left, what you'll see is a freestanding dinette and table and chairs, along with power theater seating that's made by Broyhill. Very nice, very nice. And then on the very back wall, you have a hide-a-bed sofa.
Okay.
And above that is overhead cabinetry. Now, both of those, the seats, the theater seats and the freestanding dinette is in a super slide. Across from that, you have the kitchen slide that also has the swivel-mounted TV and a fireplace and a Murphy pantry, so it's hidden.
Explain the Murphy pantry. Is it just the door that opens and it's behind that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
Got a huge 4-burner stovetop with an oven. It's got a convection microwave that's also an air fryer that's also a convection.
Yeah, man. Look at that. Huh?
Yeah, it's got a big household fridge. It's got a big loft in the front that you can go up and check it out. Then it's got a private little, trifold sofa in another slide room in a little room.
Yeah.
With its own TV and wardrobe. That's basically a good place for the kids to go. But the loft is where the kids sleep.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So did you envision this thing?
It's pretty nice.
You know what I'm talking about?
I love it.
We our VIP camping club Jim and Michael were looking at this, and that's what they said. That little back area, they're like, "Ooh, we could put an office in that back area."
Exactly. A
That's
lot of
nice.
people do that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that's why it's a sofa in there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, hey, what else you want to know? The MSRP, $132,429. That tells you it's a quality fifth.
That it is.
That number one. Our sale price is $72,429 as far as everyone knows, and I'm gonna have to agree because I didn't slash that one today. I did recently.
Yeah, that was.
And the lowest online price I could find was $81,989. So
Dang.
we're almost 10 grand cheaper than the lowest
That's
price
lowest.
you could find in the country without bullshit fees.
That's right.
Beautiful.
I like
All
it.
right.
Beautiful.
So,
And again, at Giant Recreation World, we have no hidden fees. One dealer fee, $9.49. That's it.
That's
that's $60,000 off MSRP, and that's almost 50%.
Mm-hmm. That is a good one.
So go ahead. I'm going to go right around the horn again.
All right, here we go. The Impression. This is one of my favorites. Brand new 2024 Forest River Impression. This is the 320 FL for Florida. No, it's not. But let's see here. I'm going to start on price.
Okay.
We got our list price at $88,602. We are on sale right now for $49,602. It's almost $40,000 in savings there.
I changed the price.
Oh,
I changed it to $47,602. 15.
so then that is $41,000 in savings.
Exactly, and the cheapest I could find online was $48,000.
48. Shoot.
So we are cheaper than that, and I know that online dealer that I checked it on
has fees.
is
Yeah,
big,
there's
big
fees.
fees.
Lots of fees.
You want tires with that? It's that kind
That's
of a
right. You wanted the batteries, right?
Yeah, right. So there you have it.
Windows installed and not.
Tell us about the floor plan.
All right, so the floor plan, there's, of course, very small lettering on the television. So, all right, so we're going to come in. There's no entry. No, there's a center entrance here. We're going to go up to the right first. So as soon as you walk in, you kind of walk into the dining kitchen area. There's a L-shaped dining area breakfast nook. 2 little chairs there for your breakfast. That also has the sink in that L shape. Across from that, in a slide out, is your refrigerator, overhead cabinetries there, and the microwave and pantry.
Yeah.
So that's all in the slide there. Off to the left is the steps that go up into the living area itself, which is in the front of the cab. This has 2 slides in the front. So there are 4 slides total. 2 of the slides are in the front living area and hold the trifold couch. What's that say? H&B? What's that couch? Hide couch?
Hide-a-bed sofa.
Hide-a-bed.
First day.
We're getting there.
Both of those sofas are hide-a-beds.
Hide-a-bed sofa.
So
And real hide-a-bed sofa,
Right.
not just
Not
a
a
dinky
fake
thing. Yeah.
hide-a-bed.
yeah, if I recall, they also have air mattresses.
Oh, okay. And then in the very front, we got a fireplace with a LED TV over top there. Let's see here. We got pass-through storage on the bottom all the way. All right, so now back into the entrance there. If instead of going to your right into the living area, we're going left. We have a side bath with shower, so that's a very nice spot. And then that goes into the master bedroom, and the wardrobe itself is also on a slide. So plenty of space. Walk around queen bed there.
Absolutely.
It's a pretty nice unit.
So basically, people say, well, where's the dinette booth? Well, it doesn't have one.
Ooh.
It is made for, this is a perfect couples coach. So you
Yep.
talked about that little breakfast nook it has with the 2 bar stools.
Yes, sir.
On the other wall, by the refrigerator, is another ledge with 3 bar stools. And then it has overhead cabinetry there, too.
Oh, okay.
All of those areas are where you can sit and eat.
Sitting and eat
Yeah.
breakfast spot. I like
right.
it.
And so it's a really awesome floor plan. And I don't know if you remember, but it also has theater seating. It's basically a front lounge. So the instead of the bedroom being up front like most fifth wheels, your living area is up there and has opposing slides and
Gotcha.
sofas and a forward-facing theater seating.
Oh, wow.
So you watch your 58-inch LCD TV, you know.
La-dee-da. Heck
there you
yeah,
go.
that is nice. I like the way that these are set up. I bet you
Yeah.
that gives more headroom, living area space having it in the front compared to the back there.
It's not a bad floor plan, like I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
Go right ahead, sir.
All righty. I don't know how you guys got Me so lucky here. Me so lucky.
Me so
To
lucky.
get the beautiful 2024 East to West Tandero 27 BHOK right here at our Winter Garden lot. Okay, this is where size meets weight meets sleeping meets luxury, should we say, okay? Check this out. You wouldn't be surprised to see a unit like this has an MSRP of $70,435. We've taken over $32,000 off. Our sale price on it right now, $38,435.
I agree.
Are you kidding me?
You know
Are
what
you
else?
kidding me?
Did you beat it?
The cheapest online I could find was $39,299.
Wow. Cheapest in the country. Not
We're
only
almost $2,000 cheaper than that.
this is a half-ton towable, 8,800 pounds dry weight. 8,800. Okay, and check this out. On this fifth wheel, not only do you still get a slide out,
It
at
must
that
not
weight,
have a slide. I was thinking for that kind of.
that's what I would think.
Yeah.
You get one slide out with this.
What?
That's not the best part.
Is it one of them little teeny drawer looking?
Not even a chance. Not even a chance. This is a full slide. Not only is it a full slide big enough to hold the refrigerator. That's how you know the size of it. Not a drawer, the refrigerator, and your U-shaped dinette. Check this out.
Sir.
You can take your entire children's sports team in this half-ton towable fifth wheel for 8,800 pounds. I'm dead serious. Look at this. You walk in the unit. You walk right into the living room. You got a sofa that turns into a bed and the U-shaped dinette that turns into a bed. So eating space alone, forget sleeping space. Keep going towards the back. You're going to go through the kitchen. You got the whole setup there, lots of counter space. In the very back of the coach, you have two double over double bunks, not the little dinky ones, two double over doubles. Kids get their own closet. They get their own little overhead storage. There's even an outdoor kitchen on the outside of it, all packed into the back. So you got two double over double bunks. You got the U-shaped dinette. You got the sofa. All right, now let's go towards the front. You got the big walk-in bathroom, the residential shower with the skylight, closet. In the master bedroom, you have a full king-size bed. So you're giving up nothing. 8,800 pounds, half-ton towable. You have a king-size bed to sleep on at night with the 14 kids that you got sleeping in the back. I mean, are you kidding me? The slide out, this is insanity. $38,000, guys. $38,000.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna switch gears for a minute.
Come on.
I'm gonna talk about a motorhome special I got here. How about a Thor 4 Winds model 31WV?
Go.
I'm looking at this little beauty, and it has a list price or an MSRP of $172,683, and our sale price is $89,683. And you're wondering, well, is that a real sale price?
Is that a real sale price?
Well, I let my fingers do the walk-ins, just like everyone else does. And guess what? I found it for the cheapest,
What you got?
other than us.
That's right. That's right.
$104,993.
That sounds like 15,000 reasons why you should buy a John McClure.
And is there any hidden
There you
fees
go.
or any bull crap?
Not with us.
Nah, with-
At the 105, I'm
Absolutely not.
sure. At the 105.
Probably is.
But
Probably is.
89, you take
Did
all.
I mention that I already depreciated these coaches?
You did.
Because
Did you?
that
Very.
are in
That's right.
April, at the end of April, that's what we do every year
That's right.
for previous year model products.
Yes,
so,
sir.
yeah, that's how we can do that. And guess how many of these we got?
How many we got?
One.
That's right.
Get it while you can.
That's right.
But
And ours comes with tires
yeah, well, it's
And batteries.
and batteries.
It's 32 foot long. It has a full wall slide, so the slide starts just right behind the driver's the pilot
wow.
chair, all the way to the rear wall. Yeah, so let's talk about that. You walk in this entryway in the middle, and to your right you have opposing Dream dinette across from the jackknife sofa that makes a bed. Both of them.
yeah.
Then in the very center you got the kitchen, and it's like its own little room. Then in the you go towards the bedroom area, and you got a side bath with a big corner shower, 32 by 32, plenty big.
Yep.
A angled toilet, so it's plenty of room for us bigger RV guys. And it has the sink is plenty of big a room too. We got plenty of room with some counter space, which is rare in a Class C.
Mm-hmm.
And then across from that, you have a closet with a pantry for your canned goods, or if you like to make some corn liquor, you can put the jugs in there.
Keep all your moonshine.
Yeah, and then the very back,
Captain Pat.
yeah, you got the queen bed that's 60 by 75, so it's not a little dinky RV
no,
queen bed. It's
not at
kind of like
all.
a real one.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Across from that, and it's east to west, so
Mm.
you're facing the closets. You have a TV. You got a dresser drawers, and it's just like it's like 4 bedrooms, 4 rooms.
Pretty good.
Coach.
Yeah, man.
And it's ready to be taken advantage of. It's partial paint. It's on an E450 chassis. It's everything you ever want to get to know in the easy to drive Class C, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah, man. These are nice.
All right. So
All right.
you're up, kid.
On to the next. Brand new 2024 Coachmen Freedom Express Ultra Light. This is a 320 BHDS. Bunkhouse divide. DS always gets you.
Double slide.
Yeah.
slide.
I'm here for you, baby.
Good call, man. That was
See,
a good one.
those are the gaps in the radio world. They call that death.
That's right.
If we were doing a radio show,
Yep.
they would
Yeah.
have
Dead.
the guy in the back would have had bit.
That's right.
Yeah. No pausing, sir. No pausing. All right. So we've got a list price at $63,337 on sale right now for $33,337.
All right, I'm gonna just make a point. Real quick.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
This trailer
Yeah.
is a fully laminated aluminum frame travel trailer, quality
Whoa.
Coachmen Freedom Express.
Yep.
Oh.
Not entry level.
No, sir.
Entry level stick and tin trailers.
Yep.
Are more money than that sale price.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I would
one
agree.
thing I wanted to
Yep.
point out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that with the Tandera. We have entry level stick and tin trailers that are more money than that fifth wheel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Again, these are true
Like,
deals,
crazy.
and I didn't
yeah.
want you to lose the momentum. But the cheapest I could find one of these for was $39,815.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, man.
Yeah, so that's
So these
fine.
really are steals more than deals right now. That's
It's about $6,000 cheaper than anyone else in the nation.
that's incredible.
And again, if you've been saying I'm going to wait for the tariffs and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff, like many customers are afraid.
Yep.
If any of these pique your interest, you better come get them.
Yeah, you gotta
Because
get them
we
quick.
don't. How many of these we got? We got one.
One.
Yeah.
Again, they're selling fast. Why? Because you can't beat the pricing.
Yeah.
And then you throw in all of our Y-buys that are no cost to you.
Yep.
Yes.
Now we
sir.
do charge you $50 a year for our VIP camping club membership.
Right.
Well worth it.
But that helps
Well
us
worth
pay for the plastic.
Yeah, the
cups and
card we give you.
the card we give you, the utensils, the plates, and everything like that.
Yeah, man.
You know, all those ancillary things you don't think about that cost. And we also supply, drinks, and we also supply beer and wine
Yeah,
at every camp out.
every
you know,
camp out.
just-
This is incredible.
It helps by that.
Yeah, man.
But I'm sorry. But
Yeah, and I also wanted to even add on to the rush of, because lately we've been having customers come for specific units, and they're going especially the ones we're listing in the podcast on the
Yeah.
hot list. Those they go shortly after the podcast is released.
that's true.
So it's a very just a hot market right now.
Another thing I wanted to point out, because of these pricing, we're doing a whole lot of our program, Try It or Fly to Buy.
Yeah, fly and drive.
So people coming from all over the country, including as far away as California,
Yep, man.
are flying in, picking up the unit and taking it back home.
Yep.
And our deal is, if you do that, we'll reimburse you for up to two coach one-way plane tickets.
Yep.
Yep. We had a customer from California. We had actually 2 this month, but one of them flew in for a motorhome and said, I've never bought anything in my entire life that I didn't negotiate the price. But he said, you were the cheapest I could find by $15,000. He said, I just said, when can I get it?
Yeah, when can I get it?
I
Yeah.
was like, exactly. Sometimes people still come in on these same units and say, I want 500 off. It's like, what are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about? You're lowest in the nation, lower than the lowest.
Yeah, and then other people think about, well, how you do that?
Mhm.
What's this
Yeah, the
trickery?
catch, yeah.
Well, a lot of internal policies we have
Mm-hmm.
make it smart business to turn that negative into a positive cash flow situation.
right.
You know,
Yep.
That's the business part of me talking.
Yes,
But,
sir.
again, age is not your friend in anything.
Nope.
You know? So with that being said, I want to stay young.
Hey,
I want my inventory young.
keep that inventory.
I love that, it's not a museum. You're not emotionally attached to these pieces, right? You're ready to let them go. So I love that.
Stack them high, let them fly.
That's
I
right.
say we'll make it up in volume.
That's right, baby.
All right. So
Yeah, we got about one. You want to do this last?
I
one?
want.
Boy.
Come on, Brent.
Me?
You got? Oh,
Me?
come on,
Look,
Brent.
Okay, 26 seconds. Let's get it. We have 2024 Coachmen Galleria 24A MAWD
All-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive AM. I don't know. Okay.
It's a Mercedes chassis.
I love where we're at.
Amawad.
Amawad. Get the Amawad because, guys, this is $270,000 MSRP. $270,000. We've taken $125,000 off. I don't care what you think about MSRP. That's 125,000 reasons to buy this. Sale price is $145,000. You can take home this Mercedes.
Cheapest I could find it was $152. $995.
$152.
Hey,
Check,
there you go.
Check this beautiful B van out. Top of the line as far as the Coachmen V vans. Yes, you see the beautiful Mercedes-Benz emblem at the very front. But when you're walking in, you have, of course, the king size layout in the back. Now it is fixed bed with the power incline storage underneath. Obviously, your full setup. You know what a B van looks like, but the way they have this one laid out gets you a lot of counter space in the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
space in the bathroom, lots of sleeping space, lots of storage space.
Luxury.
And you can't find a B like this anywhere.
It's luxury.
luxury.
And how many of those we got? We got one.
Just one.
So come and see us any one of our 3 locations. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Giant Recreation World.